Alrighty guys, decided I'm going to mess with this 900 a little bit. It's in neutral, nothing's in gear. I have my jump box hooked up to it, which is about half. I used it to winch this up on and pump the tires the other day, so let's turn the key on and see what we get here. Nothing. Am I real surprised? Oh, well, the oil pressure gauge is coming on. Yeah. So, solenoid, safety switch. Okay, let me mess with this thing a second and see what I can figure out. I will tell you this much, I don't know a whole lot about this, but there's a whole bunch to this thing, so let me see what I can figure out. If nothing else, I'll put it down here direct and just crank it over once. See what happens. Nothing has caught on fire yet, so that's a plus. I got some progress here. My jump box is about dead because I've been using it like the last 3 weeks and haven't had a chance to charge it, but at least it spins over and it turns over with the key switch. Well, it might be dead enough now, it's not going to do anything. I actually had to jump that solenoid with a pair of alligator clips once and then it started working. So, let me hook up my other jump box to the battery and see what it'll do now, because now at least it was doing something with it. Okay, we got double jump box trouble here. Now let's see what she does. I'm going to say this solenoid is probably toast. I had to do this a couple times before it would. Okay. So that's weird. Hold on, let me mess with this thing a second. You guys saw it did turn over. I had it turned over with the camera off with the key switch. Come on, baby. You were turning over before. I'm thinking, I don't know. If you do it direct, it works. It does spin over. I haven't cleaned the points or anything. I just wanted to make sure this motor would spin over halfway decent. So the motor seems okay. I'm going to have to stick this battery on charge and just see if this battery will come back at all. I do not have high hopes, but you know, you just never know. So I might go get the battery charger down here for a little while, even if it's just one of my trickle chargers, and see what she'll do. It's kind of irritating me because I had it turning over off camera. And as soon as I get the camera out, I quit. Well, there we go. Basically, I don't have enough battery power, is what it's telling me. So, okay, I'm going to put my good jump box on charge because I like to keep that in my truck and keep it charged up. Because, yeah, I can start tractors that are dead, I can pump up tires, I can winch stuff on the trailer. You guys know how it goes. So, anyhow, that's at least a little bit of this thing working. So, do a short clip here for Facebook. So guys, no real progress on the 900 other than the battery's probably foobar. It's been charging on 15 amp here for a while with my jump box on it, but that's about what you get. So, thinking we're gonna need a battery, but anyhow, well, I've been putzing with that on and off. I just realized I think this fuel tank is split. I just saw that. Ah, caramba. Okay. So I know that fuel tank's not good. Alrighty guys, so it is maybe 2 nights after the last part to this. I finally got a battery put in here. I got a garden tractor battery just janky wired up in there. Actually, the ground cable broke, so I just got the battery charger clamp holding it on there for right now. So I can't really drive it, but I can at least start it and see what it'll do or try. I haven't looked at the fuel system or nothing, but it will crank now. This thing is camera shy. I'm telling you guys, it cranked over great the first time I tried it. So what is smoking back here while I'm cranking? Ground cable? Okay, now, usually once you do that once, it cranks over good. So, okay. Just for its and giggles, I brought a little bit of gas down here, so let's... I did clean the points, I don't know if I mentioned that yet. The throttle is not stuck and the governor moves. So we'll give her that much gas and just see what she does here, if she does anything. You guys get the feeling it tried there for a second? Oh, there we go. I would like to fill the float bowl on this, but I'm not familiar enough with this carburetor to do that. Honestly, I have no idea if this has spark or not. I don't know. I'm just trying it. Definitely one of the leads is getting hot down here while it's cranking. Let's see, which one is it? That one's pretty cool. It's probably this one. Yeah, it's the bad connection on the ground back there. Smoking. So okay, let me pull a plug wire off this and crank it over once and see if we got some spark. Okay, I got whatever cylinder this is, I got the plug wire off. See if it'll... Okay, I'm not seeing any spark there. I don't know if I have power to the coil or not. For all I know, this condenser could be bad. And I see the Continental tag down here behind the coil. So... okay. Let me dink around a bit here and see if I can get power over here. Well, I guess I could jump it off with an alligator clip. Hold on. Be right back. Put power to the coil, see what happens. Okay, jumper wire to the coil. Not getting anything. But I was getting an arc whenever I hooked the wire up to it. I don't know how good this battery is, by the way, but sounding like it's not too good. Sucker, I let off. It's not jumping that little gap, so I'm gonna say no Spokola. Alright. So I know I had 12 volts to the coil. So take it apart and clean the points again, maybe? Maybe? Plus side, at least I know it's turning over. If I leave the maintenance charger on this battery tonight too, it'll be a lot better tomorrow. It is a 300 cranking amp. It's actually a I think this was a warranty battery out of a Cub Cadet at work. That's the only one that used this sealed batteries like that. So let me think with this a little bit, because I should have saw something there. Get a whole lot of nothing. So this distributor cap isn't real hard to take off, but all the wires around it make it a bit more of a pain in the ass. And I saw I got one black wire right there with that blue end. I don't know where it goes. So the spark. So I'll monkey with this for about another half hour, and then I'll wrap it up for the night. It's about 7:30 now. I would love to hear this thing run for 15 seconds, and I would love to drive it forward and backwards, even if I drive it a foot, just to try it. And try the mid-mount lift. If I try the PTO, I try the PTO, but I'm not totally concerned about that at the moment. So anyhow, let me get this distributor cap off here. It's like any other distributor cap. BRB. Okay, clean the points again. Screwdriver out to hold the points open. I used file on the points, a little bit of sandpaper on the contacts in the distributor cap. So we're gonna get the camera out here just in case it does have spark and the light's off here when I spin it over. Either the solenoid's going bad on this, alright, turn the key on. Let's go over here and crank it over once. I really don't want to be standing by the fan, just okay, just to be sure, let's try it again. I think pretty much I've run the battery down at this point. And I have no idea if it has spark or not. I just pulled that off the other end. Okay, let me set my screwdriver back up in the one plug lead and see if I got power over there. I could get the voltmeter out and start testing the points and everything, but just trying stuff. It's not going to run good tonight anyhow because fuel system is not really hooked up. Gas tank is cracked, so I can't just put fuel in it. Didn't even notice that, and I think I mentioned it before, but it's cracked right there. So eventually what's going to happen is this is going to get a 5-gallon rider tank put in the back, at least for right now, until I come up with something else. So alright, let me dink around some more here, see if I can get some spark. It's pulling juice now, so it might have spark. I see nothing. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I think I saw it arc across there when I got close. If I had 3 hands, I could hold this and the camera at the same time, but I do not. I swear it sparked once. Very possible I'm crazy. Very possible. Before you guys ask, yes, I could go get a spark tester, but if you can't see it, it sure is not going to spark. I swear I smell burning electrical right now. This wire going over here would be the ground side. Yeah, it says battery. Okay. Didn't actually check that before. I was just assuming it worked like any other point setup. You guys know it happens when you assume sometimes. Grumpy solenoid. Okay. Problem is this, you can't really see it from over here. Yeah, I see no spark. I swear I smell burnt electrical, which could be that cable that keeps smoking back here. The main ground cable. So, I guess I better start testing around and see what's happening here, see if I'm getting 12 volts of the coil. This wouldn't be something dumb like it has, like it's positive ground, would it? No, it's not positive ground. Positive cable goes right from there to the starter. And the ground cable is right here on the block. I think you guys can see it back in there. So, interesting, very interesting, Mr. Bond. Okay. Well, I'll have to troubleshoot around some more. Because I know this white wire going here is the headlights. I still would like to know this black wire. This black wire has me second guessing all things. Yeah, it's probably ground. It's a black wire. Okay, let me dink around some more. Maybe I ought to see if the points are grounded on the coil. Condenser could be bad too. I could put a Kohler coil on this and just use the distributor. As long as I don't screw up these points. I screw up these points or this distributor, I am SOL. So, okay. Yeah, let me stop rambling here. Monkey with it for a while. Okay. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this for sure or not. Probably had to take my hand off the rod that I'm grounding against, huh? Wouldn't be a bad idea. Just there you go. Yeah, I think you guys can see it. So the coil is physically working. My wonder is this: if you crank it over with the points, is it sparking the same way? I don't know if this thing's going to turn over or not. I gotta hold you guys. Yes, it is, so it has spark. It has spark to there. Is it not getting through the distributor cap, maybe? Because this is the coil wire, or here's what I'm testing. I should have said that in the first place. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let me pull a plug wire and put up there. Okay, I got number 3 cylinder here. I got no spark there, but I got spark at the coil. So that tells me I got a bad contact between the rotor button and the distributor cap. So I guess let me pull that distributor cap back off and I'll clean it up a little bit some more with some sandpaper. All I did was take my fingernail and pick it off before. I didn't really, I didn't want to get crazy with it. So, okay. Take 1200, creamed, yeah, oh boy. Cleaned the cap and rotor contacts. So let's see what she does now. I still see no spark there. Like a spark from the coil. Starting to make you think the cap's bad, ain't it? The rotor button. Interesting. The rotor button you can't put in there backwards, even if the cap was 180 out, which I don't think it is because the wires won't twist that easy. Trust me, they're kind of in their shape they've been in for a while. I can put the coil wire directly on one of them, and it'll run on one cylinder, right? Probably spark at the wrong time and then backfire too. Yeah, I want to do that. Okay, let me pull this coil wire back off, and if I still got spark that way, it's something to do with this damn distributor cap and rotor button. Alrighty guys, so it's the next night, and I got a spark tester on here with a good charged battery. You guys can see it. I believe it actually has spark. So why does it no start? Interesting. Timing off, valve stuck. I don't know. That's kind of weird, man. So, okay, I guess I'm just gonna give her. You guys think it's flooded, maybe? Aw, come on, solenoid. I'm gonna have to take the solenoid apart and clean it. This gets annoying. Okay. I'd love to just hear this thing run for a couple seconds. So it runs, guys. The only catch is there, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's spewing gas out of the overflow on the carb. So I gotta either shut the fuel off. Well, I know one thing. This carb is gonna need to come off because apparently the float is not working since it's shooting it out the overflow. So it was flooded. Oh, I want to start this thing again so bad, but this fuel's shooting out. Okay, let me unhook this hose. So at least the fuel, I'll take this hose and just shoot it down on the ground over there. Just to hear it run for a couple seconds. This is old nasty gas. So hold on a second.